All right, ARCA at Lanier. Gonna go 12 to 1 plus 6, 65. You could bring this down some. I don't really know if I want to. I kind of like it at 65 just for the stability on corner entry. You don't want it really sliding out on you. For qualifying, I tend to think that sometimes at these short tracks, keeping it a little bit high can allow you to push the entry harder, and then maybe lowering it for the race or something like that. I really want to get the tires hot because these things are not up to temp until like lap 3. So I'm really trying to get them up to temp for lap 2 for qualifying. Like that is just, it doesn't grip as on these cold tires. So we're gonna go way outside here, set up for lap 2. I mean, that's pretty good for lap 2. Let me set up a quote unquote lap 3, and I'll show you just how much faster you can go. So if you can try to put heat in your tires before that lap 2. Like you see, I missed the bottom there, but it's just so much easier to carry more speed. See, like that's already in the 0.7s. So it's like driving a good time here. It's gonna be really easy, but doing it within those 2 laps for qualifying is gonna be very hard. Just for kicks. Yeah, I know. I was asking a little bit more than it had. But we're not gonna look at that 0.79. We're gonna look at the 0.84 here, because that's a little bit more what I would be able to do for like an actual hot lap. So going up top, this is actually pretty important. You carry a decent amount of speed, just even from here to the entry. But we want to be located kind of by the wall, because we really want this arc into the corner. You can use a lot of wheel here. So I just use it to kind of place my left front tire right on the line. That's kind of what I'm aiming for, at least. You don't have to worry about like hooking the line or anything like that. We just want to get an apex and go. And we want our steering wheel as straight as we can get it from when we go full throttle. It's big thing here and most short tracks. So I knew I was going to get loose because I had a little bit of angle here, but I was just ready to kind of handle it. But you don't have much time to breathe, because once you get it off this corner, you're just into the next corner. And again, we want to set up that arc. And full throttle. If you're not fully straight, the full throttle is going to make your rear slide. That's okay for hot lap, but for qualifying, I would be a little... Or sorry, that's okay for hot lap, but for race runs, definitely don't do this. So yeah, arc into the bottom line, and then just try to be as aggressive on throttle as possible. Early throttle, aggressive. Early throttle, but really try to keep this line out the corner straight. If you start sliding up too early, you're gonna have to keep a ton of wheel in it through this part, and then you're just gonna like really slide your tires every single time. So you don't want to do that. For the long run, this will be a tire heat management race, so tire wear shouldn't be a huge factor. It should all be tire heat. And so really, all we're going to be doing is driving lines that make sure that we don't slide our tires around. So really sticking to the bottoms and like only going full, like almost shaping this like a diamond. We get up to the top here, and then immediately back to the bottom. And if your race is pushing you a little bit faster than that, then that's okay, but we want to actually just stay at the bottom for as long as we can so that we can get this straight exit. Like if you're really failing on not sliding your tires, you just like extra roll the bottom, and you'll be surprised on how little people will be able to take advantage of that. Like you'd be able to run this line the entire race. Yeah, now that my tires are up to temperature, seem like I'm like a tenth away from my best lap of all time. That means I'm like half a tenth away from the lap that I showed you for qualifying. And all I'm doing is entering the corner early, parking it on the bottom, and waiting that extra bit, not throttling up too early. Let me show you something. You're gonna be wanting to throttle up here, but look what happens. That happens. And then the other thing that could happen if you throttle up too early, like here, if you try to throttle out early, it's just not gonna work. So just fight your intuition and just stay on that yellow line until you can literally just drive straight. You might even be always turning. See how my wheel never really barely ever goes back to straight, really. And this is just so repeatable, and nobody will be able to really pass you. And I think that you can push that line hard enough. I don't see how anyone can take advantage of that. The whole goal is just to make that straight line exit. And you can see my tires are nice and cool. All right. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope to see you all on the track.